So, Mr. Heydon, do you take on board the concerns expressed by farm organisations in relation to proposed new measures in TB?
So look, I've had detailed engagement with the farm organisations and other key stakeholders at the emergency summit that I called last week. And that's following on detailed engagement with the TB Forum and my officials since February. When I got the job at the end of January, I saw the issue there was around TB. My Chief Veterinary Officer engaged. We asked for feedback and presentations and submissions from the farm organisations. They submitted them in February. We gave a response in March. And that back and forth led to last week's summit. And yes, I was listening to the concerns raised by farmer organisations, and I really hope they were listening to me too. That, you know, the points I was raising, where we're coming from in terms of this has to be backed by science, any of the interventions we make. It has to be backed by the fact that there are three main contributors to the spread of TB. One is wildlife, and we are going to do more in that space in terms of putting a greater investment in and changing our approach from the Department of Agriculture perspective in partnership with NPWS and others. The second is cattle-to-cattle transmission is a key driver of this disease, and then the residual transmission that's left in a herd that has been undetected after an outbreak. We have to address all three elements, and if we don't, we'll leave a gap in the fence. So I will invest more, I will put more focus in this space, and I need everyone to work with me, but I won't leave a space where we let the disease seep through. We've got to stop this rapid increase in the disease. We have to stabilise it, reduce it, and then we can credibly talk about eradication again.
And will you ring fence current compensation payments?
So what we're doing at present is spending more money than I actually have budgeted and allocated for TB. If I get to bring in the majority of the proposals that are on the table, it will actually cost more money out of my budget to start with. But this is costing farmers money, it's costing money out of my department that I would much prefer to spend on beef farmers in other ways to support them in the work they do. So what I'm willing to do here is to go and seek more money and to allocate more money to the area of TB, but only if it's going to deliver the results that will benefit farmers, that will stop more farmers having to face the stress and the trauma of having a reactor and having a herd that is restricted. And you know, we'll put that investment in. This isn't about money, but there is a bigger piece here that it is costing farmers about money. It's costing my department a lot of money, but we won't be found wanting in spending to address the current crisis.
And finally, how quickly would you like to implement new measures to mitigate the impact of TB?
We're talking weeks, not months. This is a crisis of very significant proportion. Only very recently, a couple of years ago, we were having 20,000 reactors a year. Last year we had 41,600. And if I don't act, very soon we could be up at 60,000 reactors. I'm not going to let that happen on my watch.